There comes a moment in every person's life when silence screams louder than words. You wake up one morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and realize the person staring back isn't who you once were. The sparkle that used to live in your eyes is dim. The fire that used to burn in your chest has turned into quiet embers. You start replaying moments in your head, people you've lost, dreams that faded, promises you made to yourself that somehow got buried under the noise of survival. And yet when someone asks how you're doing, you force a smile and say those three words that are slowly killing you inside. I'm fine. But here's the truth. You're not fine. You're exhausted, you're overwhelmed. You're carrying 1,000 invisible battles inside you, hoping nobody notices how much effort it takes just to show up. And that's okay, because pretending to be fine doesn't make you strong. It makes you stuck. You can't rebuild what you refuse to admit is broken. You can't heal what you keep hiding? The greatest lie we tell ourselves is that we can carry pain without facing it. But pain denied becomes poison. And the first step toward freedom is honesty, the raw, uncomfortable, soul-level honesty that says, I'm not okay right now, but I'm ready to change that. I remember my own breaking point. There was a time when I thought I had it all figured out. Success, ambition, a clear path ahead. And then without warning, everything I built collapsed. I lost people I loved. I lost direction. I lost faith in myself. I tried to fake it, to act like I still had control. But deep down, I was falling apart. And one night, sitting in the dark, I realized something powerful. Maybe this collapse wasn't the end. Maybe it was the invitation to rebuild. Better, stronger, truer. Because breakdowns aren't punishments, they are awakenings. They strip away illusions so you can see what really matters. So when life breaks you down, don't run from it. Don't numb it with distractions or drown it in denial. Face it, look straight into the storm and say, all right, let's do this. Because your pain isn't your enemy, it's your architect. Every scar, every tear, every disappointment is a blueprint showing you exactly where you need to rebuild. You are not the damage you've endured. You are the builder rising from it. You are the craftsman of your own comeback story. When you admit that you're not fine, you take back your power. You start to see the cracks not as weaknesses but as openings, doorways to growth, to transformation. You realize that breaking is not the opposite of strength. It's the beginning of it. The greatest masterpieces are born from broken pieces put back together with courage. You are not meant to stay shattered. You are meant to rebuild yourself into something the world has never seen before. It's time to drop the mask. It's time to stop pretending you're unbreakable. Real strength is not about never falling apart. It's about finding the courage to stand back up, again and again, no matter how many times life knocks you down. You are more resilient than you think, more capable than you believe, and more powerful than you've ever imagined. You've been surviving for too long. It's time to start living. It's time to rebuild yourself. Once you have the courage to admit that you're not okay, once you stop lying to yourself about being fine, a strange thing happens. You begin to see possibilities again. It's like the fog starts to lift. The chaos you've been drowning in begins to make sense. You start to understand that everything that broke you was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to show you what's not working anymore, and that's where the real work begins, the work of redesigning the blueprint. Every great rebuild starts with demolition. You can't construct a new life on the old, weak foundation of fear, self-doubt, and excuses. You have to tear down the patterns that no longer serve you. The limiting beliefs that whisper, "Oh, not good enough." The memories that keep you chained to the past. The toxic voices that convinced you to settle for less than you deserve. It's time to break that old architecture of pain and start sketching a new design for your life. Not one drawn by others' expectations, but one drawn by your truth, your purpose, your deepest desires. Think about it. If your house collapsed, would you rebuild it exactly the same way? You'd examine the cracks, reinforce the foundation, and make sure it's stronger than before. The same applies to your life. Stop rebuilding yourself based on who you used to be. That version of you has already served its purpose. It's time to create the next evolution of yourself, one that's more aligned, more intentional, more unstoppable. You get to decide what kind of person rises from this. You get to choose what beliefs to keep and which to throw away. You are the designer, the architect, and the engineer of your own transformation. Most people never change because they keep trying to rebuild themselves from memory instead of imagination. They keep repeating old patterns because comfort feels safer than growth. But the truth is, your old life has already expired. It's done its job. It taught you what you needed to learn. Now it's your responsibility to imagine a new reality, one built on courage, clarity, and conviction. Don't ask yourself, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if I never try? You have to take radical responsibility for who you're becoming. Stop blaming the world, your past, or your circumstances. They shaped you, yes, but they don't define you. You define you. The moment you stop waiting for someone to save you is the moment you start saving yourself. Take ownership of your energy, your time, your decisions. Set standards that protect your peace and boundaries that honor your growth. Redesign your habits, your mindset, your circle. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your strength, not your scars. I know it's not easy. It requires patience, discipline, and relentless self-awareness. There will be days when you'll want to quit, when doubt will whisper that you're not changing fast enough. But remember, every great structure takes time to build. Every masterpiece begins with a messy sketch. Keep showing up. Keep adjusting the design. Keep pouring your energy into what you want to become. You don't need perfection. You need persistence. Your new blueprint should be built around your truth, not your trauma. Around your vision, not your victimhood. Around your dreams, not your doubts. Let your pain become the pencil that draws a stronger version of you. This is your chance to start again, not as the person the world wanted you to be, but as the person you were always meant to become.